So in today's video, I'm doing a 24-hour readathon. I've done one of these on my channel before, and I don't think I successfully did it for 24 hours straight. I'm going to try to do that today. Don't know if it's gonna happen. I'm not making any promises. Right now, it is 7:09 p.m. and I don't have any books on my immediate TBR. Honestly, I've just been mood reading. I did start this book, This Summer Will Be Different by Carly Fortune, on vacation, but I didn't really read much on vacation. I kind of just wanted to do stuff, so I didn't really read much. I got to chapter 5, so I could continue this, but I honestly kind of want to find a book on Kindle Unlimited, so I'll look at that in a second. But yeah, I'm excited and nervous. I hope this doesn't put me in a reading slump. Also, I got a dog. Her name's Coco. She's a lab retriever. And I just thought I would say that because she's probably going to be in this video. She stays in my room. She makes messes and tries to eat everything because she's only 9 weeks old. Just like that. But yeah, I'm going to take a look at my shelves, and if I don't see anything, then I'll look on Kindle Unlimited. Honestly, I know it's summer. I think today is actually officially the first day of summer, so it's funny that I feel this way, but I really want to read like a fantasy. I'm in the fall mood. I'm ready for fall. I'm sorry, I'm ready for Halloween. I'm ready for cozy vibes. Literally, summer just started, but I love summer, don't get me wrong. Summer's probably my favorite, but for some reason, I want cozy vibes right now, so maybe like a nice fantasy. So I'm gonna go take a look, and I'll be right back with my first book and to start this challenge. Okay, I'm back. It literally took me 5 seconds because I forgot that I bought this book, and that is 5 Survive by Holly Jackson. I have only read the Good Girl's Guide to Murder trilogy of hers. So excited for the series coming out. I think it's this year, but I'm so excited for that. 5 Survive, 8 Hours, 6 Friends, 5 Survive. And I've heard that once you start this book, you won't want to stop. You won't want to put it down, and I feel like that's the perfect vibe to start off this reading challenge. So yeah, let's get my timer out and let's go. Okay, so I'm stopping the timer. It's only been 37 minutes, but honestly that's unrealistic because the amount of times that I've had to stop and get Coco from eating something that she's not supposed to be eating. Like right now, she's trying to eat my phone. But anyways, I'm on page 14 and I'm stopping it because I'm gonna go get a coffee. I'm already tired. Coco keeps me up at night sometimes and likes to wake me up really early. But yeah, I'm gonna go to Dunkin' and I'm gonna get a coffee and I'm gonna pick up Colin on the way because I don't like ordering for myself. And I will see you when I get my coffee.
And then I would like cream and sugar in that with a classic donut.
I'm sorry, check the move. We're currently out of donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts out of donuts. That's like McDonald's being out of beef.
Dunkin' Donuts? No donuts?
That is strong. It's like really sweet in the beginning and then it gets really strong.
That's pretty good.
I will see you back home. So I've kind of already failed this challenge. I got a coffee from Dunkin', went to Colin's house. I read for like 30 minutes and I stopped the timer a bit in between me not reading. So obviously I'm not doing 24 hours straight, but I read for an hour and 12 minutes. It is 1 a.m. TikTok got a hold of me. I have such a problem with going on TikTok and just being stuck. So it's 1 a.m. and I'm so tired. That coffee did nothing and I'm so tired. But I think I'm gonna start reading again. I got to page 42. Page 42 in an hour and 12 minutes is insane. I'm enjoying it. I'm in the storyline now and I have everyone pictured in my head, so it's gonna be quicker to read from now on because I already got like the world building part done, but it literally like freaked me out. So I don't think yeah, okay, so they're on an RV trip for spring break. They're on the way somewhere and then they take a wrong turn and then their GPS, like no one has service or anything, and their RV goes down this road and there's like forest, like no service, like literally in the middle of nowhere, and then they go to like turn around and then their tire pops or something, and like they get out and the tire's like slashed almost, and they're like, what caused this? And then they realize, it says on the back, they realize that it was no accident and that someone wants one of them dead. So I just got to the part where they're looking at the tire and then I had to go home, drive home in the dark, and I don't like driving by myself, so I was scared. And in this, it has the little like time breaks, 11 p.m. and it was 11 p.m. whenever I was leaving, and I was literally so scared. I stayed on the phone with Colin all the way here because I was scared. But I made it and I'm nervous. I'm very into it and it's creepy. It's really setting like the creepy vibes. Like it feels like I'm there and it's creepy. So I feel like this was not the best book to read at nighttime because I'm gonna be scared and I'm like tired and out of it already because my sleeping schedule lately, I don't stay up this late at all. Like I usually go to sleep around 11:30 to 12:30, which isn't that far off right now, but I don't know why, I'm just so tired. But anyways, I'm gonna keep reading. So yeah, starting the timer back in my old position from earlier. I will probably be in my bed like this whole video. So let's get back to it. Stopped my timer 3 hours and 4 minutes. I stopped it because I stopped attaining the information I was reading. I'm reading so slow and I'm not comprehending what I'm reading. Like my mind is thinking about something else. And I realized I've just read like half a page and then I'm like, wow, I don't remember anything I just read. So I need to reread it. And I feel like that's the point where it's okay to go to bed and start tomorrow because I'm still gonna read for 24 hours. It's just not 24 hours straight. And it'll be better to read that way because I'll actually know what I'm reading. But I read this much, which like I said is not that much in 3 hours. I'm a slow reader. Honestly, I'm a really slow reader. And like I said, I'm not reading my normal speed because I'm so tired. But I'm on page 118 and I got to the reason on why this is happening. And I feel like I'm not as creeped out, but I'm still like hearing stuff. My house will like creak and I'm like, what is that? And it's just not okay right now. Like I'm probably gonna sleep with my light on and it's 3:10. So I'm probably gonna keep the light on and maybe like watch a fun YouTube video and go to bed, and I will see you tomorrow. Hopefully I'm not too tired. Good night. So it's the next morning. I don't know what time it is. We're using my laptop. It is 11:21. I did sleep in. I got up at like 10:30 I think, and I've just been dealing with Coco and babysitting because my mom's working. But I don't feel that tired, which is weird because I stayed up decently late. But I'm ready to pick this book back up. Now that it is daytime, I will not be as scared, and I'm actually very interested to see where this goes. I really want to know like why. I have like a lot of questions like who and why and what's the secret and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm going to read this. I need to find my phone though, so I'll be right back. Okay, I found my phone. 3 hours and 4 minutes. Let's start reading. Nine hours and 16 minutes. But I finished the book. But the fact that it took me 9 hours to finish this book is absolutely insane. Like I knew I was a slow reader, but I didn't know I was that slow of a reader. Also, I look really bad right now. Ignore that. I was literally just laying in bed all day. I did finish it a bit ago. It was like an hour or two ago. I enjoyed this book. It's not what I thought it was gonna be though. I don't want to spoil it because it doesn't say it on the back, but the reason that they were trapped in the woods, it wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. And then this whole plot twist thing happened at the end that was like a bizarre plot twist. I guess like 2 things that happened. It's not my favorite book, but I think that it was good. I do enjoy the Good Girl's Guide to Murder trilogy better than this book, but I still think that it was really good. I think that it had me on my toes in the first half more than this last half, which is weird. But in the first half I was like, wow, I can't wait to see what happens. Like I need to know what happens. And then like something gets revealed in the middle towards the end-ish, and then I was kind of like, that's it. Like I wanted it to be like crazy, but then something crazy happens at the end. So it was like kind of crazy. It's kind of like a lot of stuff happens in the middle towards the end, and so it was good. I think I'm gonna give it like a 4 stars. I think it's a solid 4 stars for me. For my next book, I don't want to choose a scary book because we know how that went last night. I think I'm gonna read Twisted Love because I have not read any of the Twisted series and I really want to. And it's only like 330 pages and the font's pretty big. So I feel like this will be a quick read. Hopefully not 9 hours long. I do want to finish it or at least get over it halfway done tonight, which is kind of pushing it because it is 10:47 right now. Hopefully I get a good chunk done. And I guess we'll just go ahead and get started right now because I need to stop procrastinating. Here we go. Start. Oh my gosh, I literally didn't read the back of this. It's brother's best friend, her neighbor. This is what gets me. I don't ever read the back of books. I just go from what I know from TikTok or YouTube and I just read it. It's brother's best friend. That's one of my favorites. Oh, I'm gonna eat this up. I already know I'm gonna eat this up. That's literally how this book is making me feel. I look insane. I look insane, and it's 2:13 a.m. I have read this much. On page 134. I literally love this book. Where's my tab? I'm tabbing something right now. I can't say it because I feel like it's a spoiler, but basically he's teaching her how to do something, and it's like kind of like an emotional, like letting each other in moment. Oh my gosh, and the nickname Sunshine. Shut up, literally shut up. Which I knew that was already like his nickname for her because obviously I have TikTok, and the Twisted series is a very big series on TikTok. But it's just like so cute reading it in like sentences, like him calling her Sunshine. Like she asked for a favor and he said, "What is it, Sunshine?" And I'm like sweating. Do you ever like sweat whenever you're reading a good book? Because that's me right now. I'm not even having trouble staying up, which it's only 2 a.m. and because I stayed up till like almost 4 last night, I feel like my sleep schedule's messed up. But I'm not having trouble staying up just because of how much I'm enjoying this book. And this isn't even like everyone's favorite in the series, so I can only imagine. I think it's Twisted Games or Twisted Lies is everyone's favorite. I'm not sure. I am 12 hours. Isn't that halfway? Yeah, halfway. Morally gray guy, no emotions, hates everyone. Not really hates them, but like doesn't care about anything. And didn't really like care that much about her, but it's his best friend's sister and he was going away, so he was like, hey, can you watch out for my little sister? And then so he did, and he moved into his house, so they're neighbors, and he literally went full on overprotective mode, and it's literally so good. And now they're like connecting on emotional levels. They're like opening up about their traumas because they both have trauma in their past. And she's just like seeing that he's not like a robot. Like she said that in the book, how he's like a robot and has no emotions, but she's seeing that he's not and that he actually cares a lot, but he just doesn't show it ever, except for her now. And I just but I'm gonna get back to this because this might be a spoiler, but it's not that important to the storyline, so I don't feel like it is. Spoiler warning if you want to know nothing about this book. But this man sassily went up to her work, placed down a phone, the latest model, which wasn't available on the market yet, and cost him several grand, and said, your current phone is clearly broken since I haven't received so much as a text from you in the past 5 days. I said icily. Bro spent a few grand on a phone because she hasn't texted him in the past 5 days. The unrealisticness of this book is hilarious, but like that's why I eat it up. Because if someone did that to me, I'd be like, you have problems. But like since it's in a book, I eat it up. Like that's actually hilarious. I literally laughed out loud. Anyways, I'm gonna get back to reading. Also, I was reading, I don't know, like 20, 30 pages. I don't know. I read quite a chunk and I realized that I didn't press start on my timer because I was just like so ready to read. But oh well, what can you do? I'm so tired. I literally forgot that I was filming this video. I was laying down, my light was off, I was going to bed. I literally was like, okay, I'm gonna go to bed, I'm gonna stop my timer, I'm gonna take a little nap and I'm gonna wake up. But I literally forgot to film and tell you guys that. So anyways, let me do that. It is 5:13 a.m. I read for 15 hours and 18 minutes. So I have like 9 hours left. It's 5 a.m. and I'm getting some sleep because I don't want to be miserable tomorrow because I have something that I have to do tomorrow. So I'm taking a 5-hour nap. I'll see y'all at 10 a.m. But also I got this far in the book. I'll finish this much tomorrow. It was going like so good, like they literally could have ended it at like halfway and I was like, why is this for like the end and there's still so much left? And then now we're kind of getting into that secrets and stuff and I'm nervous, but I know that it has to end good. I'm just nervous of like right now because right now is the point in the book where everything comes out and then they have problems and then like stuff happens. But that's tomorrow's problem because I'm going to bed. Good night. Oh, I look so bad because I literally woke up and just started reading. But I finished Twisted Love, 17 hours and 39 minutes. This book was so good. I don't think it was a 5 stars for me. I think I'm gonna give it like a 4.5 because it was honestly so good, and I'm so excited to read Twisted Games, which follows Reese and Bridget, and I'm so excited. But I love this book so much. I just don't have the 5-star feeling, but I did get, like, I laughed out loud, I was giggly, I was like, type of feeling, you know, when I was reading this. So it is a really good book, and I'm actually so happy that I read this. 17 hours, so I have 7 hours left. This is like the longest 24-hour video ever. Even though I've only read 2 books, it feels like the timer should be out. Like, this has gone on for like 2 or 3 days. Anyways, I have stuff that I have to do today though, so I'm gonna go take a shower and do that, and I will see you tonight to finish this video. I don't know what book I'm gonna read. I'll think about it today. I will see you later whenever I pick out my next and probably final book, because I am such a slow reader. We're ignoring the fact that every clip in this video is me on my bed. We're ignoring it, plain and simple ignoring it. I have picked out the next book. Backstory behind this book: you can read it as one whole book, or you can read it in different books. I think there's like 5 maybe. It's the Mindf series. I have read the first 2 books, I think, because I like to read them as individual books, so it's not like overwhelming, and plus it counts as different books on my Goodreads. I'm so behind on my Goodreads goal, so this will help me. I've read the first 2 like a year or 2 ago, but I don't remember them, so I'm just gonna reread those and hopefully finish all of it. I really enjoyed it. What the plot is, like the storyline, I know, because like I said, I read those, and basically she's a serial killer and she has a reason behind it, valid reason, and she's like plotting all these different guys' murders, and then she meets this FBI guy. They like fall in love basically, but he's working on her case. So interesting story. But yeah, it's actually the next day, by the way. I didn't do anything yesterday. I'm about to go to church, and then I'm gonna be at Colin's house, but I'm bringing my Kindle with me and I'm gonna read over there. But yeah, I'm running late, so I'm bringing this, and obviously I'm gonna start the timer and stop the timer, whatever, and I will see you back home, and I will update how much I have left. Hopefully finishing this today. This has gone on way longer than I thought. I'll see you later. Stopping the timer at 20 hours and 49 minutes. It is kind of creepy vibes over here. I'm in the corner of my bed and the lighting is like kind of spooky. Like spooky sleepover nightmare telling vibes. Anyways, I just finished the first book to the Mindf series. I think it's called The Risk was the first one. And this one's called Sidetracked. It took me like 2.5 hours to read that book, I think. So it'll probably take the same amount for this one. But yeah, I'm gonna finish this tonight. There's only basically 3 hours left. So hopefully it'll be the perfect amount of time for this book. It is 11:19 at night. Going to bed kind of late again, but it's okay. Doing it for the video. What I thought about the first book, I basically knew everything that happened. I don't know what to rate it because it's such a small book since I'm doing them separate. I'd probably give it like a 4 stars. I think it's like a solid 4 stars. And maybe I'll give like the overall series like a 5 stars. Anyways, I'm gonna shut up now and start the timer. I'm tired. I finished the second book and I already started the third book. I'm only on page like 3 or 4, but I figured I would tell you guys that. I only have 30 minutes left. I'm gonna pause it though because I want to talk about the last book. I did remember what happened. I'm nervous to keep reading. Also, I'm getting scared. Remember whenever I read 5 Survive and I was getting scared? It's happening again because there's a boogeyman in the story. Like literally that's his name that the public gave him. It's kind of reminded me of Criminal Minds because they're like profilers in the FBI. And he's the main guy, Agent Bennett, is following a case. He's also following Lana's case, which is the main girl, the serial killer that he's involved with, but he doesn't know that's her yet. And there's another case going on that he's on, and he is very involved with Logan, which is Agent Bennett, and he's making it personal. And I won't say what happened because it's obviously a spoiler, but I'm very scared to keep reading. I mean, I know that something bad is gonna happen just because he's dating the serial killer who he's trying to track down, so obviously something's gonna go wrong, but I just want to choose not to think about that. It says I have 2 hours and 33 minutes left in this book because like I said, I'm a slow reader. I only have like 30 minutes left to read and then I'm ready to go to bed. I'm gonna keep reading, and even though my Kindle, like I don't need a light to read on my Kindle, but I'm keeping my light on because I'm scared. I'm gonna finish this little bit. I'll be back when this video is officially over, this challenge. I officially have read for 24 hours. Not straight, but I've read for 24 hours and 11 minutes because I had to finish that chapter. I'm definitely continuing this and I'm very excited to. I still have a lot left to read on the third book, but honestly I want to like finish it tomorrow because it was so good. Can't believe that I actually read for 24 hours. This video has taken me like almost a week to film, but we did it. I think I will see you guys in the morning because I'm so tired and I can't even like think of things to say. So I'm gonna go to bed, but I will see you in the morning. So it's the next morning and I'm back to talk about all the books that I've read in this video. 5 Survive, solid 4 stars. I would recommend this if you haven't read it and you want a young adult thriller. It was honestly a really good book. And like I said, I would recommend it. 4 stars is pretty good for a thriller. Next, Twisted Love. Loved this book. 4.5 stars. It's kind of giving like Wattpad vibes. It's kind of like hard to love because he's acting like, oh, I'll kill anyone that touches you, like you're mine, but it's like the real world. And I feel like I only really like guys saying that whenever it's fantasy, but he's like a billionaire and he's just like saying that to her. But I did enjoy it. It just wasn't a 5-star feeling for me. I think possibly the other books in this series could be a 5-star though. But yeah, I recommend if you haven't read this series yet. And then of course the Mindf series. I have not read any more of the 3rd book, but I really do enjoy this storyline. It's such an interesting storyline. Like the girl is a serial killer and the guy is an FBI who's on her case, and there's some major things that just happened with that in the 3rd book. So I'm very interested to read this and I'm very excited. The first 2 books are like, I'd say a solid 4-star, and like I said, I think the full series, once I read it all, would be like a 5-star series as a whole. That concludes 24-hour reading. I am very slow reader, like I said, so reading 2 full books and then 2 little books, they're almost like novella sized books, in 24 hours is kind of not a lot. But I haven't cleared this out. Still says 24 hours and 11 minutes and 17 seconds. But yeah, I had fun. Let me know if you guys want another 24-hour readathon and I'll actually try to read for 24 hours straight instead of 24 hours over a few days. But thank you guys so much for watching. I had fun and I hope you did too. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and leave in the comments future video ideas that you want to see. All my socials are linked down in the description in my link tree. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next one. Bye!